Hello, Cancerians, and welcome to your October 2021 reading. I don't know why I'm doing the head. I'm Yola from Kitchen Witchin Tarot, and I'm here now to read your cards for you for this month. The way I read is I draw a few oracle cards and I draw a few tarot cards, and we look at the energies that are kind of around you, within you, and they're not specific to any area of your life. It could be love, they could be business, they could be family, whatever it is that resonates with you. But just to remind you that they are general readings, so take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Okay, without further ado, I drew a goddess card for you for this month, and the goddess that I drew for you is Bridget, and she is the Celtic triple goddess, the maiden, the mother, the crone. She speaks quite strongly to us to be, not to back down, to be forthright in our intentions, to honour all the three aspects of ourselves as well, as child, as woman, as young woman, and as crone. So it's about finding a harmony within ourselves in order for us to be very forthright and know our own minds. And I have to say, the Cancerian people that I know are often people who certainly know their own minds. What I would say about the reading as I'm looking at it now is that it's got a very gentle, emotional energy to it. So as I read, I'll go into it a little bit more. The Wiccan Oracle card I drew for you is Ostara, which is the spring equinox. I've got a little bunny bunny there. And again, this is quite an inner child card. It's like it's kind of calling you to be a bit more nurturing to yourself. Cancerians are often very nurturing to other people. They're very loving sign. My mother is a Cancer and is a deeply emotional human being. But often what happens with these people who care for everyone else is that they forget to care for themselves. So this for me is really a calling for you to take a bit of time to look after you for a little bit. And how can you do this? Well, interestingly, the Faeries came up with a little solution for that, and that is the Make Music card. Now, whether you are a musician or not, it can also call on you to sing or listen to music that really uplifts you, or maybe uplifted you as a child, or your child self finds really loving. But to really find connection in music, that this could be quite deeply healing for you during the next month. Particularly because the moon card that I drew for you was the super moon, which means that emotions are running high. And I did say this is a very emotional reading. So in order for you to balance that within yourself and within your life is again to really honor that inner child. Find solace in music, find solace in dancing, just find your song is what I would say. And the love angel oracle card says, let go of control issues. Yes, Cancerians, I know it's hard, isn't it? I always say about Cancerians, you're hard on the outside and soft in the middle. Again, one of the most emotional signs in the zodiac alongside Scorpio. I know it's hard for you to let go of the control, but sometimes you just have to in order to allow things to sort of develop naturally, particularly when emotions are running high. And again, music is a beautiful way to allow that. It is a safe space to allow that, you know. You can go out and dance and be and sing and you know, be with other people and do that. Or you can do that just bopping around your kitchen or in the shower, but just really connecting with music and allowing the control just to flow away, allowing your emotions to flow through, and just feeling your presence in the moment. Okay, now we're moving into the tarot cards. So the first card that I drew for you, which is kind of representative of where you're feeling now, is the Five of Swords. And the Five of Swords is often a feeling of defeat. If you look at the picture on the card, the man is there and he's just lying there amongst five swords going, I can't do it anymore. So this would suggest to me that you've come to the end of your tether with something. You've had enough. You can't do it anymore. But, you know that. You've made that decision and you actually kind of just need to lie down and rest for a bit. And interesting, the card that crossed that was the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is the kind of walking away card. And it's telling you quite clearly that that time is done. You have been defeated in whatever it was that was kind of troubling you. But actually, you know that you need to walk away from that. You need to walk away for your own health, for your own inner child, those emotions that are running high, that you need for yourself to walk away and start again, in whatever way that means to you. Now, the emotions that are bubbling under the surface would imply to me this might be around a relationship, and that can be romantic, it can be familial, it can be friendship, and that's the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups is the kind of union card, and these are the things that are going on under the surface, and maybe you're not quite aware of them. So that would suggest to me that maybe you've had quite a difficult period in a relationship, and you still have the hope for it there, but with that Eight of Cups, I think you're starting to realize that it's time to walk away, or certainly find a new path for you. And the energies that are ebbing away from you, got the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands is a very powerful and passionate card, but he's quite a stern and authoritative figure. He can be quite rule orientated. So I feel that the energies that are moving away from you is that it's almost how can I put this? You've been hitting yourself with a big stick for a while because you don't feel like you may be living up to what you could be, what you should be, whether that's in relationships, work, family, home, wherever it is. It's a kind of a call to say, that time's done. Stop hitting yourself. Stop it now. It's all right. You have the power within you, but you don't have to do everything by the book. You don't. You can let go of some of those control issues. And that's the energy that's kind of moving away from you now. And the energy that you're moving into is lovely. It's the Judgment card. Now, the Judgment card is about renewal. I don't know if you can see in the card, and often in this card in Classic Tarot, it's got people coming out of the ground going, woohoo! It's almost like the zombie apocalypse, I call it, card. But it is that kind of rebirth after a hard time. And I can see that you've been through a really hard time. But what you're falling into now and what you're walking into is this real kind of renewal of life, renewal of self. And then the outcome, the message for the overall reading is the Chariot, which is in fact a Cancerian card, which would say to me that there is this movement. You are moving into this energy, this renewal, this energy, but you must let go of the control issues that you've had around it in the past. But also to honour those emotions. Your emotions are running high, so go gentle with yourself and don't back down. Don't back down. Know your worth. Know your truth. Okay, and then I finally pulled a Rumi oracle card, which I shall read to you from the book. Ooh, and this card is You Who Show the Way. Lovely, beautiful artwork in this. Okay, let's have a look what she says, or he says, sorry. You Who Show the Way. The Rumi poem reads, The logical mind runs away from drowning. Lovers accept drowning in the sea as their destiny. The logical mind finds consolation in reaching a level of comfort in life. Lovers are focused beyond their own comfort. So this oracle brings the message that if you have a situation in your midst that feels impossible to resolve, the divine has it covered. Do the sacred honouring ritual and let it be sorted out by a power greater than your own. It shall be sorted out, and your sun shall rise, just as day follows night again and again. So too shall your sun rise after any issue or struggle. Have faith and hope, and know that this is a sensible approach to any dilemma, no matter how serious it may seem. For what use is it to bemoan the absence of day, even on the longest night, when you know in every moment dawn is ever closer to breaking once again? Your hope, then, is not foolish, but wise. Again, there's a real renewal sense in that card. And again, that childlike hope, really tapping into that inner child within yourself, making music, playing, allowing yourself a space to allow your freedom of expression of emotion, letting go of those control issues. So part of this Rumi oracle is that we do a sacred honouring prayer. So if you'd like to do that with me, I would ask you to place your hands on your heart and just allow the prayer to wash over you. The divine, who loves me unconditionally, blesses me now with such grace that my life aligns with divine order and all becomes golden, blessed, and mercifully held in the compassionate consciousness of the Creator. I thank you for the courage and faith I have needed to endure the night, and I now celebrate the coming dawn. I see it breaking. I see its light, and I thank you for this mercy. With Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, I am now shown the way to the dawn. It is at my feet, and together we step into the gift of a new day. And so it is. And if you have a specific issue you'd like to be addressed, you can hand it over to the divine now, just by talking it out. Talk it out. What is it that's causing you any stress? What is it that's holding you back? What is it that's holding you back from the renewal of life for you? And when you're ready, you can place your hands at prayer at the heart. You can bow your head to your heart, and to remind your head that it has no dominion over the heart and that are both equal within this life. Thank you, Cancer. I hope that this has resonated with some of you. If you feel like you'd like a private reading, again, all my details are down below. But otherwise, I'm wishing you a fabulous October and hopefully see you next month. Bye!